What is up guys, JayFerGaming here, welcome to F1XL Season 8 on F1 2016, the first season on the new game, and I'm very excited to be bringing these highlights for you. Do subscribe if you want to see more of these and more F1 2016 videos, and leave a like to show your support for this video. So, some changes to the league. If you haven't already, and you do want to race, join F1XL.co.uk. It is on Xbox, of course, but yeah, I'm in League 2 as a three-time League 1 champion. That's a bit disappointing. My pace isn't as good as qualifying here will show. So yeah, I've slowed down quite a bit, and I think the caliber of drivers in the league has definitely improved, because there's a lot of new names in this league too that I haven't raced against before, so this really was a shock to me. Yeah, it's only P11. I've been out qualified by two guys on the soft tyres, and I do know headshot. I haven't raced against binary before, but yeah, that's very... it's bringing me down to earth that this is going to be a very difficult season, and that's a very poor start. But yeah, corner cutting is on strict. It's the first time in F1XL that we've included that, and obviously the damage is simulation, so yeah, it's going to be a lot trickier this season, and with more sensitive damage, yeah, it's going to be very interesting indeed. So in terms of strategy, initially I was going to go for soft, super soft, but I was considering a one stop here. I think I'm quite far down. I'm outside the top 10, of course, so I get a free choice of tyre, so start on the softs. And we'll think about changing within the race. We'll see how our tyre wear is, but Australia's usually a good track for me. But yeah, this is a new game and a new season, so we'll see what happens. So 3, 4, 5 lights, and F1XL Season 8 is off. And away we go. There's a load of smoke. I just couldn't see anything at this moment. It wasn't a great start. We haven't really gained anything from the start. So we break slightly early. We've got a nudge from our teammate. Oh, it's pinballing into the first corner. It's an absolute disaster. We've got a damaged front wing. And it was actually our teammate that punted us, and we kind of pinballed off another 3 cars, which you'll see in slow motion. So I do break slightly early. I think that caught Justin a bit unawares, who's my teammate for this season. He gives me a nudge, which makes me go into Lynn's on the right here. Then I bounce off my teammate again. I have no control at this moment. Hit binary. That's where I got the damage. And then just clip RB2 here. So we're very lucky not to spin out and to be in one piece, really, and going in a straight line. But we do have a slightly damaged front wing, which it might affect us in this race, but we'll have to see if we can cope with it, and hopefully not pit, because we can lose a lot of time there in the pits. So we're ahead of headshots as he went wide there, and we're on the back of RB2. This gives me memories of I think it was the first race of Season 7, where I was chasing RB2 down and just couldn't overtake him. But yeah, that was a long time ago. So Season 8 here, just trying to overtake him. And we got our opportunity off the fast chicane, but he's defending pretty well here. And I think Blaze is going to pounce as well, going up the inside. But we're going to try and fight back around the outside here. But with this quick right-hander coming up, I'm going to have to give him a bit of room, and I do. But luckily, I go around the outside. I'm not sure how I defended that around the outside. But yeah, so we're still in P11 at the end of the first lap of the season. So we haven't gained anything. We've lost a lot of time to the leaders, but we're just getting up to speed in this league and getting up to speed with racing online, because this is only my 3rd race online, and that's my first overtake. So yes, let's all applaud. Yeah, the other 2 races were time trials for this league, and I was pretty slow there. So yeah, I think I've got a lot of practice to do this season. So we're on lap 6 now. Quite a few cars gone into the pits. They are the super soft runners, so they've lasted 5 laps. So if you include qualifying, that's probably about 7 laps. So I was thinking at this point, they're not going to be that great, really. So maybe a one stop's the way to go, because if you look on the minimap, there is a big group of cars, and I think they're the super soft runners. So we might get held up going for 2 stops. So at this point, I had changed my mind, and I was going to go for the 1 stop. So we're probably going to pit around lap 12, 13. And then put on the medium compound tyres. But ahead of us there's a yellow flag, and I think Xbox Nuthead, is that his name, has lost his front wing or got some damage. He's a new guy to the league as well, so I didn't know his name. But yeah, that's put us up to P4. We've only really made 1 overtake, and that was by someone's mistake. So yeah, it's been a strange start to the race. Now Headshot, who I've raced with before, he did cost me a race win on his debut by holding me up, so yeah, I could do with a bit of revenge against him, but he does overtake us, and I think he's on the same strategy as us. He is starting on the soft tyres, but I do fight back even though he has DRS. I didn't really want to lose time. I wanted just to keep it calm, cool in this first race, but I thought, yeah, it's been a while since I've had a decent battle, so I'll go for it here. And we're still fighting back, but he gets better traction from the outside. But yeah, the cars do look a bit weird. Apparently that's from the most recent patch, like the tyres going in weird directions and cars like going down the track diagonally. It's a bit strange, so yeah, I do apologise about that. But Headshot has come into the pits now. That kind of confirms he is going for a one-stop strategy on lap 12. I'm going to stay out because I thought there's a big group behind us. We could go for the overcut. Headshot could get held up by that group of cars behind, so yeah, we'll pit at the end of lap 13, which we do indeed, and we'll be putting on the medium compound tyres. But we got ourselves up to P2. Binary and the leaders pitting at the same time as well, but we were very cautious coming up to the pit line there, just making sure we don't get a penalty. We don't want that in our first race, and we actually come out where we are, P7, but there's two cars side by side right behind us, and we come out just behind them. That's a disaster, really. We've come out right at the back of this group of cars, which is not what we needed. And I'm not sure what strategy any of these guys are on, but yeah, we couldn't catch up to Mr. Tans here. Yeah, in terms of setup, we don't have any straight line speed at all, and you can see here I'm trying to close in on him using the slipstream and rich mix, and I just can't catch up. I've gone for the centre of the default setups, which we have to use in this league, but yeah, this was so disappointing. A time penalty, strict corner cutting, and it is very strict indeed, because 29 laps in this race, I corner cut 5 times, and in my opinion that's very good for a long race like this. And it was when I was following cars very closely I'd end up cutting the track. It was really annoying because you couldn't really see the track because of the car ahead, and yeah, slightly disappointed with that, but there's nothing I can do right now. And we're going to go with DRS, try and attack Mr. Tanz's a couple of cars have pit, and I thought I'm going to go for this. He's holding me up a little bit, and we make slight contact, wheel on side pod there, and we're going to try around the outside, and we actually get it done. What a brilliant move that was. I was actually very proud of that one, and hopefully we can go off and catch up to the cars ahead, because we did lose a bit of time there. And now we have the virtual safety car, and you can see there's a couple of slow cars in the third sector. I think it was actually my teammate, who I think it was with RB2, I remember him saying. So yeah, virtual safety car being introduced to league racing for the first time. I did kind of expect a safety car in this race, because obviously first race of the season with the new game, but yeah, that doesn't come out, but we do get a view of the VSC. So we're continuing now in P6, going on to lap 21 now. More cars in the pits, and there's a couple of cars coming out. It's the two leaders, I think, FIFA Boy and Zygon, and yeah, they're battling for the lead. I try and catch up here, but I'm not really racing them. Obviously they've come out on fresh tyres, so if I can keep up with them, that would be fantastic. But yeah, realistically I don't think I will be. Obviously they're on the soft tyres as well by the looks of things, so they did pull away. And now lap 27, we have an intense battle for P4 here. Headshot is just behind me. He's caught up to us. I think he got held up in that group I was talking about, so I did get the overcut on him, and behind him is Jack Spar, who is also on the soft tyres, so he could be a threat as well. But Headshot goes for the move here, and someone had taken out the brake marker boards. It was so annoying. I didn't know when to brake there, and for some reason I went to gear 2. I was very conservative trying to defend my position there, and yeah, Headshot did get past me with a good move, but going down to gear 2 did not help me at all. So we've got Jack Spar just behind us, so with a meat and a sandwich, so this could get very interesting. But we have DRS, but like I was saying before, we didn't have any straight line speed. I mean, Headshot's pulling away from us, and we have DRS, so yeah, I'm not sure about the setup. It did help us in the bends and like the fast chicane in the middle sector, but on straight we wanted to overtake but just couldn't overtake people, so we're settling in 5th just behind Headshot. But yeah, coming to the end of the penultimate lap, and a stroke of luck for us, Headshot gets a puncture right now, so he dives into the pits. Luckily for him, it was near the end of the lap, but unlucky for him that he actually got the puncture. And luckily for us as well, we get DRS, so we're defending from Jack Spar. It's effectively us two fighting for P4, which, considering qualifying, is unbelievable. So I think I've got decent race pace, but definitely need to work on the qualifying pace. I've never been strong at qualifying, but yeah, this was really a shock to the system. But we do hold Jack Spar back at the moment. He doesn't seem to be getting close enough for a move, and as we round the final corner, it's been a solid first race of the season. Glad to be back in league racing, and we're going to come home in the Australian Grand Prix in P4. solid race there. Happy to get some points on the board. And there's the result of the race. Binary takes the win. He started, I think, P10, so that's an amazing race for his debut in the league. Zygon and FIFA Boy round out the podium. We finished in P4, 12 points on the board. Decent result there. And obviously penalties came into it as well, so a few drivers were moved around. We only got one 3-second penalty, so I was pretty happy with that. But Binary had none, so congrats to him. So that's been the first race of F1XL Season 8 in League 2. And yeah, if you have enjoyed, do leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more of my videos, and if you want to check F1XL out, go to our website, f1xl.co.uk. So I'll catch you then. Goodbye.